Hi everyone, it's Aunt Fernita. Today's story is called God Leads the Way. The memory verse is from John chapter 14, verse 3. It says, "If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am." Today's message is thanks to God, we will live with Him and worship Him forever. Everyone in Mrs. Singh's class was looking forward to the class trip. "This is going to be so much fun," Devon whispered to his friend Daryl. "I know," Daryl responded excitedly. "But did you get your permission slip signed? Remember, Mrs. Singh said you won't be able to go if it isn't signed." The day of the trip came and all the students gathered in the room. This was the last chance for students to hand in their permission slips, and just then Devon realized that he didn't have his. He had to stay in another classroom while his classmates went on the trip. How disappointed he was. Something like that happened to Moses at the end of his life. With God's leading, Moses had safely guided the children of Israel for many years. They had traveled all the way from Egypt to the edge of the Promised Land. Now they were about to enter the land. Moses wanted to go with them, but God told Moses he could not. He must tell his people goodbye. So Moses wrote a message for them. It's the Bible book of Deuteronomy today. In it, he reminded the people of all the wonderful things God had done for them. He reminded them that God still had a wonderful plan for their lives. "Remember God and worship Him. You will live long," Moses wrote. "But if your heart turns away and you worship other gods, you will not live long in the land." Moses put down his pen at last and went out to speak to the people. "I am 120 years old," he told them. "I am no longer able to be your leader. The Lord has told me that I will not cross the Jordan. I will not go into Canaan." The people looked at one another in dismay. Surely Moses didn't mean it. What would happen to them without him? What would they do? "The Lord your God will go before you. Joshua will be your leader, as the Lord has said," Moses went on. "Be determined and confident. Do not be afraid." Then Moses called Joshua to stand beside him. He placed his hands on Joshua. "You are the one who will lead these people into Canaan. You will see them live in the land that the Lord has promised," he said. "The Lord Himself will lead you and be with you. He will not fail you or leave you. So do not lose courage or be afraid." Then Moses turned to the priest. He gave them the copy of the law that God had told him to write, the 10 Commandments. The priest must learn it well. "At the end of every 7 years," he said, "read this law aloud at the Feast of Tabernacles. Read it so everyone may hear it and remember to worship God." Finally, Moses gave Joshua a copy of a beautiful song that God had helped him write. "Help the people learn this song," Moses said. "It will remind them to serve God only." The people listened quietly as Moses read it. Then Moses spoke his last words to the children of Israel. "Be sure to obey the commands that I have given you today," he pleaded. "Repeat them to your children so that they may faithfully obey God's teaching. These are not empty words. They are your very life." On that same day, the Lord told Moses to climb Mount Nebo, and there the Lord spent special time encouraging Moses. Just before Moses died, God showed him the promised land. The Bible says that Moses saw all the land, all the way to the northernmost town of Dan, all the way west to the sea, and south through what would become the land of Judah. Moses died on the mountain. He died peacefully as the Lord said he would. But Moses did not stay in the grave. Soon God raised him up and took him to live with him in heaven forever. Moses is there today. There was never another prophet in Israel like Moses. God had a plan for him, and he has a plan for us. Thanks to God, we will live with him and worship him forever.
This podcast is read by Franita Buddy for Gracelink.net. Created and produced by Falvo Fowler. Post-produced by Faith Toe at Studio El Piso. The theme music is by Clayton Kinney. For more information, please visit Gracelink.net.